Hello, my name is Douglas Bloch. I'm an author and depression survivor. Welcome you to your Depression Recovery channel, where each week we share practical tools and coping strategies from healing from depression and anxiety. Today I want to talk about a topic that says, don't believe your feelings when you're depressed. In the past, when I've been depressed and the pain level has gotten past a certain threshold, I start to feel that the end is near and a voice says, you're never getting out of this, or you're headed for an institution. When these thoughts and feelings come up, it's hard not to believe them as being true. I remember in my past episode, I was absolutely clear that I had no books to write. Even though other people said I would write again, I said no. And they said, well, how do you know you're never going to write another book? I said, because I feel it. I feel it in my gut. It is absolutely the case. Well, it turned out my brain chemistry was playing a trick on me. I had many more books to write, including Healing from Depression, but in the midst of the episode, it felt as if my well had run dry. So what I learned from this experience is that when intense emotional pain produces thoughts and feelings of despair, you cannot take them at face value. You should say to yourself, these feelings of doom are actually a symptom of my sick brain. They are not a statement of the truth. They are not a statement of reality. The fact I'm feeling like things are going to never end, this is a symptom of my imbalanced brain chemistry, not of reality. So if you're not going to believe yourself, you're not going to believe your feelings, who should you believe? You should believe the statements of your doctor, your therapist, your family, your friends who say you are going to get better, you are going to come out of it, especially if you've been depressed before and come out the other side. You see, the best predictor of the future is the past. If in the past you've come out of these episodes, that's a good indication it's going to happen again with enough time and with enough patience. A good physical analogy of this is when you're nauseous. When you're really, really nauseous, you feel like you're going to die. And a person might say, I feel like I'm dying, but in fact, they're not dying. They're just going through, intense nausea. So that the feeling of the nausea is not a predictor of their own death. It just makes them feel that way. It's not the reality of what's going to happen. So, like rumination, focusing on the outside world will distract you from your inner thinking process and your inner distressing feelings. Now, the other thing you need to do is you need to increase the support in your life. That means, checking with your doctor more often, reach out to friends, and do other ways to increase your social support. Also make a medication change if you need to, see a counselor or an ally, and have people tell you over and over again, this too shall pass, until you can internalize it yourself and tell yourself, this too shall pass, all things in life are temporary, this will one day come to an end. One final note. I know that these techniques work from personal experience. I mentioned before when I was really depressed and I thought things would never get better, and in fact they did. Well, I'm having a little bit of a difficult time now with some excessive rumination, and I can tell you that making these videos, with every new video I make, I feel better and better and better. So as I focus on how I can serve you, the audience, how I can help you to alleviate your pain, my pain goes away. It's very similar to what I talked about in our video on serving others. So again, putting the attention outside of yourself is the single best way to deal with feelings of hopelessness and despair and the belief that things will never get better, which is an irrational belief, a symptom of your dysregulated brain. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about my work, you can go to healingfromdepression.com or click on the links in the closing credits. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Thank you. This has been Douglas Bloch.